Morning everyone, welcome to this week's newsletter, video blog. A couple of things to start with. Just wanted to mention on the Winter Cup, it's kind of closing in on the end of the Winter Cup season. At the moment we have the leaderboard. Stephen Dunbar is currently leading, 229 points. But we have 19 people within 10 points of the lead, so it's all hotting up there in the Winter Cup. This weekend, on Saturday, we had Brian Ross in Division 1 winning with 42 points. And in Division 2, Calvin Moores with 43 points. So some great scoring on Saturday. Well done, guys. Sunday, we had Division 1 and Division 2. Division 1, Jamie McCulloch, 40 points. And Darren Gee winning Division 2 on 40 points as well. So some good scoring over the weekend there. And as I say, the order of merit hotting up there with a few weeks to go. So a couple other things. 2 holes in 1 in the last week. Mark Aspinall at the 4th hole of the Old Course, so well done Mark. And Bill Johnson on Sunday there, the 6th hole I think it was on the Old Course, so congratulations guys. Moving on, just a couple of things in the shop. If you come on over here, we have a promotion on at the moment which is on Golf Pride grips, and it's basically you get the opportunity to get your 7-iron done free of charge. Okay, so you can come in, we've got all the grips here on the stand. You can take them off, feel what they look like, feel like when you take them off there. We've got different thicknesses as well. So basically you can come along, get your 7-iron in your set done free of charge, take that out, have a go of it. If you quite like how you get on with that, if you like the feel of it, then obviously you can come back in and we're happy to do the rest of the set for you, obviously at a charge unfortunately. Another thing, we've got our sort of equipment started coming in here. We have demo sets with the AP1 and AP2 irons with Titleist. We now have a sort of full array, all these wedges here. What we've got, probably about 15 of the new Titleist SM6 wedges, ranging from 48 degrees right the way up to 60, with different bounces and grinds available to do some fittings. Make sure that you get the right wedge for your game. Okay, so moving on from there, pretty windy day today out there. We're going to do something outside this week, but with the wind at I think 25 miles an hour, gusting up to 40 miles an hour, we thought we'd stay indoors and drink warm coffee today. So what we're going to do, going to take you over and show you something else that we've got. So we thought we'd talk a little bit about putting today. As you can see here, we have a new putting feature in the pro shop. We thought we had so much room in here that we'd just throw down a putting mat. And the great thing about this, we have a couple of options here. These are available to purchase as well. Not the cheapest things. £99 for your 3 metre length, which is what we've got in the shop. Comes in 2 speeds, 9 metres and 11 metres, which is probably the 11 metres is maybe a little bit quick. It's real tour standard. So this is the 9 metre speed one that we've got here, and the 3 metre length. You can also buy a 4 metre length one, which we also have in the shop. It comes in at £119. Great thing about them is they just roll up into a ball, come in their boxes, easy for storage. And the fantastic thing about them is, as you can see here, we've got lots of different kind of lines, markings on it. It comes with a pack with lots of different putting games you can do as well, work on your game. But here, for example, we've got sort of life-size cup replicas on the mat. What we can do is we can work on sort of distance control. So trying to keep the ball finishing in between the orange and black area. Move back, work on slightly longer putt. Again, keeping it in that area, all the way back up to the 3 metre length. And obviously the cup here as well. So great for working on distance control. The other thing that we can do is work on obviously our accuracy. So we can work on our shorter putts. Again, we have the hole here, so it's great again for focusing the attention. We have a line back here as well, so fantastic for being able to make sure that you're squaring the line on your putter up with the target. Really it shows if there's any faults there in your setup, your alignment. And again, we can sort of work the club back along the line, down and through towards the target. So it's really good for helping you groove your putting stroke. Now another thing that we've got here, another little teaching aid, which we've kind of taken into the shop, is this putt out. Nice little sort of thing, just taking a few of these in. Relatively cheap for a training aid, £20. We have the white area here is the size of a regulation cup. We also have, again, very easy to fold up and stick in your golf bag. You can use this on the green or in the house. There is also a little hole here, which is even smaller, so to get the perfect putt, the ball would actually stop in there. Now, Derek and I have been trying this. It's very difficult. We've managed it a couple of times, but it really focuses the attention on a smaller target within the cup. So we'll put this down, show you how that works. So you just pop it down there. It works obviously nicely with the mat here, but you don't necessarily need the mat to do this. So generally from about 3 feet, trying to keep the stroke nice and smooth, aiming to get the ball into the white cup. Ooh, nearly. And if we can obviously get that ball to stop, it works on the perfect pace of the putt and your alignment. So you can stand here and work on your stroke. As I say, ideally keeping it inside the white area. If we can get it to work up that ramp and stop in the hole, it's the perfect putt. So little teacher aid, £20. The mat's coming in at 99 or 119 depending on the length that you like there. And as I say, a couple of things. If you don't want to spend that kind of money, what we can do is something pretty simple, like on your carpet at home. We can even take something like a mug or a roll of sellotape, stick that down on the carpet somewhere, and do the same kind of thing. Work on your putting, just trying to putt to maybe a slightly smaller target. Just trying to hit the target there. So something pretty simple. Again, we have the lines on the putting mat here. I'm sure you can sort of find something, whether it's a piece of string, maybe even just some electrical tape. Just pop down on the carpet, gives you a line which you can work on your stroke. Very simple, very basic, but you're just really trying to work that putter on the short putts along that line, back and down the line, keeping the putter face relatively square to the target at all times. Another little final sort of putting tip is, again, what we tend to see is we see a lot of people moving their legs, whether it's swaying from side to side or actually sort of turning the knees in. We see quite a lot of this out in the golf course. So again, as you're working that, you can really try and stabilise your legs, keep them very still, and just work the upper half, the shoulders and arms working together. Okay, last thing, again, while we're on the putting, we've got some of these new Ping putters, and hopefully you can probably see from here the club face there. So actually a little bit darker when you see it from a sort of distance in the centre of the face. So this has variable depth grooves now on the putter. So the grooves tend to get the ball rolling quicker. The grooves are a little bit deeper in the centre of the face, and then they move or they get slightly thinner as you go away from the centre of the face. What this is supposed to do is basically, if we are hitting the ball slightly off centre, basically normally an off centre hit would roll shorter. Also in terms of direction, it would maybe go a little bit offline, but the grooves are actually designed to make sure that whether we hit it in the middle or slightly heel or toe side of centre, we're going to get consistent distance control and consistent ball speed. So again, very good for those of you out there that maybe you think it's very easy to hit the ball out the middle with a putter. You'd be amazed how we can just be that little bit off. You know, half an inch either side can actually deaden the feel, deaden the roll of the ball, and as a result we're leaving them short or left or right of the target. So this is the new Ping Vault putter, again with a nice sort of chunky grip, and again this sort of technology is available on quite a lot of their new putters now. So just something to kind of bear in mind. Feel free to come in, have a coffee, have a try at the putting mat, and all the new putters are sort of arriving shortly as well. Okay, so thanks for that. Hopefully next week we'll be back outside doing some on-course tips. Anything you want to see us do or look at, please feel free to mention that in the newsletter, and we'll see you next week. Thank you.